So the opposition has its own policy announcement today, cutting the number of international students from 320,000 to 240,000, trying to get on top of the housing crisis. This is one measure. What's your reaction to that?
This is a policy that Peter Dutton said he would vote against in the Parliament only months ago. And now today he says he's got that policy back as his policy offering for the election campaign. Just like Peter Dutton, when he was there, when they decided to flog it off and he's decided he wants to buy it back. International students, he said that he would block our legislated caps on international students. Now he's woken up today and said he's got this great idea. He is all over the place like an Easter egg hunt. And it's not good enough. It doesn't give us credibility. It doesn't give us someone who's ready to govern. And I think people see that. They see someone who's not ready for the lodge, or Kirribilli, as he's made very clear. And let me tell you, I think Queenslanders have been pretty stunned. He may be the first ever Queenslander who's voluntarily signed up to support New South Wales at state of origin and to choose to live at Kirribilli.
Now, you mentioned the Port of Darwin before, but Peter Dutton's come out with a clear policy on taking the lease off the owners. The PM then came out and said, I've been trying to find a buyer. That's slightly different. Was it a bit cheeky to essentially try to trump the coalition announcement?
We have been against the selling of the Port of Darwin for 10 years. We objected to Peter Dutton and the Cabinet's decision at the time to sell it off. We still object to that decision. And now Anthony Albanese has come in and say what he would do to try and fix Peter Dutton's problem. It beggars belief that Peter Dutton is trying to take credit for a problem that he caused in the first place. Whatever specifics he wants to throw up, his credibility is in tatters on this. He was the one that sold it off in the first place. He should take responsibility for that.
Are you concerned about this issue of who is more equipped to stand up to China hurting Labor?
Absolutely not. I think that I was in the electorate of Moreton last night. There are lots of strong multicultural communities in the seat of Moreton. We're running Julianne Campbell there. She is an Australian with Chinese heritage. She speaks to those groups of people. Some of them were there last night, and they were saying that it is federal Labor offering them the policies that give them confidence in the next term of federal politics. There's obviously a lot on the agenda. Like you say, there's a lot going on in the world at the moment. What people want is consistency. What people want is representation where they feel listened to and they feel represented, and that's what we're offering in places like Moreton in a second-term Albanese government.
Anthony Albanese copped some flack last week after slipping off the stage and then suggesting he hadn't fallen over. How do you think that incident is playing out there, and do you think he fell over?
You are the first person to bring it up with me. Genuinely.
If Labor is re-elected, Anika Wells, would you like to continue serving as Aged Care Minister or move on to another portfolio?
As we've talked about before, Andrew, I worked in aged care when I was at uni. My mum worked in aged care for 15 years. It has been such an honour to return to a sector that is so desperately neglected over so long and try and put it in, set it up for the future, to put in place the reforms that are needed for the future. I'm really proud of how much we've accomplished together this term in aged care. There's plenty to go. There's all of our new reforms are kicking in 1 July, and we're furiously busy on those implementation processes. So it would be an honour to continue working on those reforms and seeing those things through.
Anika Wells, thanks so much for your time.